So I'm going to be removing the fairings, and I'm probably going to start with that. Since we're still waiting on parts for the Sportster, I thought I would do a quick little stunt bike maintenance. It's something I've been putting off because it's just been too cold here. Don't mind the GoPro on my head. We're going to try to do a different kind of editing style, get some more footage. But these are what we're going to be working with today. We're going to do a brake flush, coolant flush, and we're going to do the engine oil and filter. By the way, I'm sick, so don't expect much talking. So I'm going to be removing the fairings, and I'm probably going to start with that because I definitely want to check my engine cage hardware, my subframe hardware, and just make sure it's tight for the season. But to do the coolant flush, oil, and I might even do the oil pan gasket because it's been leaking a little bit, we're just going to remove the fairings for a while. The stunt bike, a lot of it's held together by zip ties. You'll see that shortly. So this is our switch. It is hot, so we're going to disconnect the battery. At least the wire that's going to it, which I can't exactly remember which one. So we're just going to pull both these guys out. All right. Can't remember what size that is. All right, one side down. Let's have to do the other side. I'm gonna put the engine bolt back in. And then we gotta take the front out apart. So sometimes this right here, this castle nut I think it's called, does get loose. It kind of spins itself out. Feels like it's tight at the moment, but that does happen, so I always check that. So this is a 2003 ZX6R. May not quite look like it, but it is. The reason for all the zip ties is the clips don't give it any movement. Zip ties, it has more movement. And plus, for how often I take this apart, it just makes it easier. As you can see, struggling. I should probably get some better side cutters. Let's try these guys. She should be in the house.
She's not.
Oh, she should be. She's not out here. I am not worried about these getting scratched up, clearly. This is not a show bike. It is a stunt bike. They've already kind of trashed, as you can see, so looks good from far away. That's all that matters. So now we got to disassemble the windshield. Again, I've taken this bike apart so many times, I could probably do it in my sleep. Clearly. Half the time I swear I'm spent just looking around for 10 mils. Should have like 20 of them just laying around for these moments. Okay. So this is what is it? Dick's conversion stay for the 03 to 13 plus front end. Pretty sure it's Dick's. I got it so long ago I don't remember. But yeah, fitment's pretty decent otherwise. And I've crashed many times with it and it still holds up. It's pretty solid. So we're going to remove the headlight assembly here, which, again, this is really rough electrical. I remove it so often because I do like riding my bike naked. I definitely learn tricks faster that way, so usually the beginning of the year, I tend to leave the fairings off for a little while, even just to relearn tricks, you know, because of not riding for 5 to 6 months over the winter. It does help me out as far as being more comfortable. It's a little bit lighter, less bulky, so I do enjoy it. All right, Phillips, did we put that back? Nope. All right, there we go. Electrical for the headlight is removed. Now, this is where it's kind of annoying because we do have to remove the whole front fairing with headlight assembly before we can just remove the fairing to get to the electrical for the gauge. So we will disconnect these two bolts here, pull off that assembly, and then kind of go from there. Let's do this guy. You will see it come apart here in a minute. I could use an impact, but we're going to use an impact. Just kind of annoying. I have went through like 3 of these front fairings. That is what breaks out of anything. I felt that washer we're missing. Let's see if we can get that out of there. There we go. All right, this guy goes here when she's not in use. Nice little display piece. Oh. Clearly I feel very good right now, you can tell. So it is a 2-piece kit. This piece always goes over the top of the other one, and then bolt goes through both of these. So majority of the headlight assembly is held on here, and then it is held on by your mirror block offs, which is something I have not bought yet that I want to get, is the top mounts, because I think it would make it a little bit sturdier. I do have problems with my gauges actually at times. I've removed it too many times, I think, and the electrical in it kind of gets weird on me at times, and it stops working. Okay, extension, where did you go? I can't keep an eye on my tools to save my life today. I think we want this guy. No, I was wrong. Let's try again. Damn. Usually pretty good. So I do have a little bracket that I mount my gauge cluster on the cage when I don't use fairings. I don't need it, but I do enjoy having my gauge cluster there. More for the RPMs and the FI light. But I do not watch RPMs or anything when I wheel. That is a big no-no in my book. You don't want to do that, especially getting into that habit of watching where you pop the clutch or anything. It's not needed. Over time, you just get a feel of the bike. There we go. So this is made out of aluminum, so definitely be careful with your bolts. Especially here, as you can tell, it looks a little rough. Years of abuse. On, off, on, off. All right, so now we have a naked bike. And I think I'm gonna definitely keep it this way for a little bit. I wanna learn drifting. I can do burnouts, rolling, somewhat in place, but I cannot drift to save my life. And that is one of my goals this year. So, we will see how that goes. All right, what to do next? I do need a new front tire, and I would like a new rear tire. And my chain is pretty loose. It needs a bath too. I think we're gonna kind of cut her for here at the moment.